California Foundation for Agriculture in the Classroom, and I'm here today to talk about apples, which are our October Taste and Teach commodity of the month. So I have some fun facts about apples. I'll walk you through a couple different ways that you can do a taste test in your classroom incorporating apples, and then we kind of have a fun little science activity for the end to solve a problem that we all want to know the answer to. I can promise you that. Okay, so first things first, did you know that the average American consumes 16 pounds of fresh apples each year and 28 pounds of processed apples? What the heck, like that's so much. Do you even know how are apples processed? I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, on the back of our agricultural fact and activity sheet, there is a diagram, and it kind of breaks down how we eat apples and how apples go from, the tree to you. And so 40% of apples are used in the fresh market. So those are the ones that you buy at the grocery store. And then 21% is used in apple juice and apple cider. And October is the perfect month to have apple cider. I'm sure maybe some of you have even tried some at your local pumpkin patch. It seems like that's a really big hit. And then 39% are processed into dried fruit, baby food, and other commodities. And so we have kind of a sample of those right here. We have dried apples, applesauce, apple juice, and baby food, which is a very common use of processed apples. So kind of talking about the different apples, let's talk about some of the different varieties of apples and how you could do a taste test with apples in your classroom. The easiest way is probably just to, I don't know how many of you have been to the grocery store lately, but it seems like every time I go to the grocery store, I see a different variety of apples. The stand is so beautiful. They range in color from red to orange and yellow and even green. And so we kind of have a sample right here. We have Honeycrisp, which is my personal favorite, Red Delicious, Granny Smith, and Pink Lady. And then here's some Fuji ones here that usually come in a little bag, or you can buy in the bigger size also. But you could simply just buy a couple different varieties, cut them up, and give your class different varieties of fresh apples to try and taste, compare and contrast how they taste similar, how they taste different. Are they crunchier? Are they crispier? So that's one way. The other thing that you could do is try a fresh apple and then maybe some of the different processed apples. So we could do fresh apple, processed apples, apple juice, even applesauce. So there are lots of different ways that you can incorporate a taste test into your classroom using apples. Another cool thing about apples is that when you cut an apple open, you're able to see all of the different parts of an apple so easily. So we'll use this side, but just by looking at it, you can see the whole diagram. You can see the skin, you can see seeds. The stem I kind of cut off, but you could see it before I did that. The flesh is this area right here. So just by cutting an apple open, you're able to demonstrate all the different parts of an apple pretty easily and visually to your kids. Last year, we did an activity for our October video to have students make their own diagram of identifying the different parts of an apple. So this is an activity in your Taste and Teach binder that you can do with your students also. And it's kind of fun. You could have them make whatever color apple they want, red, green, yellow. I think I did it with my daughter, and I think she did a green apple. But anyways, so that's one cool way or a neat feature about apples. And so one issue that I have with apples is that they turn brown so quickly. This apple will be brown in probably just a few minutes because of the air. Well, there is an enzyme in apples. It's called polyphenol oxidase, and it reacts with oxygen, and that's what causes the color change in apples. So what I have here is a couple different liquids. We have carbonated water, distilled vinegar, lemon juice, and then soda. And you probably have a lot of these just at your house. And so let's test a couple to see if by mixing apples with any of these, it stops them from turning different colors. And so the first thing that we're gonna do is just cut apples. And so we'll cut just some slices of apples. Okay, probably do one more, or that's probably enough. Okay, so and then we'll put them in our little cup. So we'll start by putting 2 in our control cup, and that's just regular water, just so that we kind of know what the apple would be doing if it wasn't mixed with anything. And then we'll put some in vinegar, and we'll put just enough liquid in to cover the apple. And then we have carbonated water or sparkling water. We'll put some in there also, just enough again to just to cover the apple. Oh yeah, we are gonna need more. So we'll do some soda. And I think any type of soda would work. And then the last one that we'll do is just lemon juice. And then we'll have to wait a little bit, but if you wait a couple hours, you'll really be able to see the difference. But because, you know, TV magic, we started this activity 3 hours ago. And as you can see on this tray right here, all of the different apples are in their labeled cups with what they are. So this is the control. And we can see by looking at the control, the apples are brown. It definitely doesn't look like the apple that we just cut, right? And so that's because of the enzyme that's in apples. So if we look at the sparkling water, it's a little bit better. Soda's kind of hard to tell because it's dark in general. And then we have the vinegar, which maybe looks the worst. But then the last one is lemon juice, and it looks perfect. So their lemon juice actually slows down the enzyme in apples that causes the color change. And so if you want your apples to not turn brown, if you put a little bit of lemon juice in a spray bottle and just spritz them, then they'll stay looking fresh all day long. And thank you so much for joining us today to learn about how to include apples in your classroom. If you're looking for more activities, there's lots of activities in the October section of your Taste and Teach binder. And then we also have another resource in our Fresno Farms to You section that features apples. So we have a poster right behind us that has some jokes. We have an interview with a farmer. There's all kinds of different things that talk about apples this month, and we hope that those are useful in including apples into your classroom, and we hope you'll join us next month to learn about grapes.